No Name just kept going. And Baldy's up, so I guess they're going to wrap back around for that. Or for the second tier top turret.
Or both.
It's definitely a possibility with Wubby going bot lane. Looks like Dashie might be able to get this by himself. Nope. With lag coming in, there's no way he can get that by himself. This is a great game so far. Looks like
Yet, while Thatchy was pushing the tower, no name yet did actually pick up another Baldier. So he's back cooldown.
No Name's now up 14-11 in kills, and they have a 6,500 gold lead. That's mostly coming from the 2 extra turrets and the 3 Baldiers they've taken. And that's another turret.
All outer and inner turrets now taken for no name yet. SuperNatural still has to power through these tier 2s, and it looks like pretty much none of them have even been touched yet. No name yet has 3 people here in the mid lane. SuperNatural starting to group up as 5 here.
Yeah.
Looks like for some Sandara positioning.
This Carter, he's really strong in these baits here because he can check all these bushes and make sure nobody's in them with his rockets.
Yeah.
SuperNatural though, they definitely aren't giving up. Ziku's always looking for that hook to start a team fight. And he's gonna look for it on Carter. The charm goes down, the damage is traded back, Vex goes. And Raptera takes out PT, and looks like No Name's cleaning this fight up like crazy. Wubby goes down, that's 4 in a row. And Leg, the only man standing left for SuperNatural here. Looks like they could go for the generator.
So that's a really good fight for no name yet. They're just going to probably push this gen at this point. I think you're right.
That Vex ult landed on, I think 4 of them, just shredding them and stunning them for so long. And that's going to be the first generator of the game, bot lane. 24 minutes in. They could maybe fall back and go for Sindara also, if they're feeling their luck.
They really want these jungle creeps. Wolf Joe with the yarn ball.
He's got that flaming sword now.
End up taking out those jungle creeps pretty efficiently.
Hexbane finished on a cabbage now. And the Vex did go for a tankier build here, picking up the dampening cloak.
And a Giant's Visage.
Yeah. He's definitely looking to be the tankiest member of his team. PT also the flaming sword. These guys have completed the large majority of their items now. Looks like there's just gonna be a little dance here around Sindara. Neither team really wanting to commit onto it. Because
Just want to make sure the other one isn't doing it.
Yeah, obviously it's does tons of damage, so you could get caught out pretty easily.
It's like when, say you have 2 dogs at home as pets, and you give something to the dog, like to eat, one dog, and he doesn't want it, but then the other dog does, and then all of a sudden they both want it.
Yeah. That's with like little kids also.
Right.
It's just the wanting to have something that the other person doesn't. And that's the vision here on Sindara that they want. These Ray mines give a lot of vision also.
Right.
So both teams should know that they're there.
No name yet. Of course, having Carter rockets and Ray mines to get vision.
Vex gone back top lane. Still 14. Almost has that.
Cabbage gets gripped into the team, able to spring boot out, drop a stun, gets out safely as far as I can tell. Chugs a health pot, sends SuperNatural back to their base after losing Raptera. And it looks like Nonameyet now is going to group up and definitely try to take this Syndara.
It's gonna die so fast. Also, the amount of damage they have is crazy. They had no contention after losing Raptora there.
So we see our first Syndara 26.5 minutes into the game. Right now, Monkey's centered mid. Not really sure what they're going to try and push. Mid being the short lane, so it would probably be the quickest push.
They're definitely gonna look for that generator, but
Whoopi actually starting Baldir right now, trying to sneak this in while Nonameyet is gearing up for their push with the Monkey.
oh, Vachi's found them though. Are they gonna finish it? Nope. They're just gonna back off. We'll give it to No Name.
That puts them kind of in a bad situation because Wubby's low. He has to recall. He's not going to be with his team as quickly as he might have been. And Nonameyet ends up just finishing this Baldir.
With Kratos spawning.
Kratos
definitely
did end up spawning mid. He's coming down the short lane pretty quickly. Already to about half the length of the lane.
I don't see a way of SuperNatural defending this generator. They should just try to get as much damage onto it.
Yeah, maybe if they get a nice grip or something, but
mines were placed well.
they have the creep wave they needed, but Kratos hits the generator. Everybody starts to fight. Group choke pulled way out of position, but no take that. She just jumps on him into the base with him and is able to take them out. Kratos pounding away at the generator with Runkrell. They're able to take that down. It looks like they're just going to go for the win here as they move on to the Crux.
No, they'll take this easily with Kratos still. That's a game that ended quick. GG.
All right. Beautifully played by Nonameyet. Great game.
All players playing extremely well. It looked really close for a long time, with No Name having just the slightest of advantages through the turrets and the Baldirs and stuff like that. And then once they won that one team fight right outside of Syndara, and they got that generator, it seemed to be quite quick to end the game.
All right, we should be able to jump right back into the next game. This is a best of 3. Teams, of course, will be switching sides.
With No Name up a game, SuperNatural is going to have to look to do something different here to get this game started. All lanes seem to be pushing really well for No Name, so maybe they'll look to switch up their lane dynamics.
Looks like Random Pubs did end up taking the bronze match. Versus StrifeHQ. Seemed pretty strong then for a bunch of Random Pubs.
The Shank pick here definitely was good. He was landing his hooks and pulling them so far, but they didn't have much follow-up damage from after these hooks. Like in that last fight especially, he got the Moxie and pulled him all the way like under the generator, but the only person hitting him was the Vermilion, so they couldn't clean up the Moxie anyways.
And of course Vex was able to teleport, so he teleported right into where Wolf Joe ended up.
So
and it was instantly a 2v2 at that point, and they ended up picking off that Vermilion. So
yeah, and the Vermilion also on SuperNatural accidentally ulted himself over the wall, so he couldn't continue hitting. I hate when that happens. It's so unfortunate.
You have to be pretty careful where you place those Vermilion ults.
It knocks you back a lot farther than you'd expect over walls.
Yeah, especially over walls.
It happened in that other match we watched also on the top side. funny how that works. I don't know if they should switch up that Shank pick for a pushy, like a more push heavy champion though. He's not back in 5 minutes. We force forfeit.
We'll be kicking Runkrelf there.